Hi, Scorpios. How are we doing today? I hope all is well. All right, we're going to be doing your mid-monthly May reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Kind of get an idea. I feel like all of my energy is off, so hold on. Maybe you guys need to light some candles. All right. See what's going on for you. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. See what the Lost Oracle has to tell you. What do we have for Scorpios going into the midweek? We have Enchanted Unity. Let animals be your guides. Whenever I hear animals, I always think get out in nature. And then we have Gallant. Accept healing energies. Getting out in nature is definitely a healing observation. There also have wands in them. So that might be some kind of significant. That's more of a broom. But it's kind of like maybe you're seeing a lot of birds, little kitties, I think there's a dog and speaking of dogs, I think that's a warthog. Kind of neat. But I feel like it's about also getting out in nature, you know, getting a little bit grounded with Gallant here. It's accepting the healing time. The more time you kind of spend in nature or even with your animals, it's definitely kind of a healing energy. For you numerologists out there, we have 13 and 15. I'll let you take however that resonates. All right. What do we have for the beautiful Scorpios? All right. One more. Thank you. All right. And then it's getting nicer out. It's almost springtime. All right. What's the challenge right now for Scorpios? Put those back in there. What's the challenge for Scorpios right now? I see the Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Wands, the Emperor, and the Tower. I guess whoever needs to hear it, I feel like there's might be some kind of upheaval. Especially with the Emperor, I feel like that's kind of a job or career. What is that? Tower, the Emperor, and the Wands with Pentacles. Something definitely kind of came out of alignment, and maybe you're not really willing to deal with it. You're just kind of so focused on the situation that you're not really seeing the upside of that Queen of Pentacles energy, because she's facing the opposite direction. This might be like a loss of a job or something along that lines. All right. Devil energy. That negative self-talk. That toxicity. I can't talk now. Sorry, guys. All right. What's hidden? We have the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Or am I building? How am I going to build this type of energy? High Priestess popping out. Maybe you're needing to allow yourself to trust yourself a little bit. The ending. Six of Cups with the Nine of Cups. There's that Queen of Wands. So we have the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups. I think this is walking away from maybe somebody who was emotionally closed off, or that's kind of how I feel. Walking away from somebody that was emotionally closed off. right now you're kind of focused on the negative aspects of everything. I feel like you're trying to figure out a way how to get grounded and stable. So maybe you're starting something new, maybe you're writing and journaling. It's kind of like the clarity of like what needs to be happening. The King of Pentacles is a very grounded energy. It's a very stable energy, and I feel like that's what you're trying to get to. Your outcome is definitely looks good. I feel like it's about maybe past issues within yourself, maybe a past relationship, whatever this Eight of Cups and this King of Cups energy is. And you're really just kind of trying to find your own happiness back. It's kind of a weird spread, but you know, hey, we're going to go with it. All right. I'm going to use these. Put you back over there. All right, let's talk about this devil, this negative self-talk. It could be overindulging, addiction, behaviors. Could just be generally just some kind of toxic situation you got going on. Definitely Five of Swords, maybe some conflict going on. We have the Three of Pentacles, might be other people involved. And we have the Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, with that Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is what you want. You want that Ten of Pentacles. You want everything. You want the stability, the home life, the creative life. And it's a lot about like, how am I going to get there? Where's this going to grow? How am I going to build to it? And right now, those ideas are kind of like wrapped up. Energy. I don't really see a lot of deceit other than those negative thoughts that might be flowing through your head. Like, you know, you could be having issues with yourself. You could be having like work issues, and you're just kind of looking for a peaceful situation or a peaceful outcome to the situation. So I feel like whatever this devil is in your life, whether it's like your own negative self-talk or like a job that just doesn't feel good, a relationship that just doesn't feel good right now, you're definitely in that space of, you know, I feel like going back and forth. Can I work this out? Can I not work this out? Can we work together? You know, can we have some kind of, I feel like it's not so much as victory, but just kind of a peaceful time, you know? And I feel like you're just kind of trying to figure that out with that Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. It's like trying to try different things and not seeing what sticks, but seeing how it works kind of energy, especially when it comes to creating that Ten of Pentacles life. I don't know who that's going to resonate, but all right. What's hidden from you is that Ace of Swords and that King of Pentacles. This is kind of like the aha click moment on how to build, how to have something stable, secure, grounded, abundant. Aces are also that seed, that idea, that first start of the creation. And I feel like it's kind of like a slow build. And this might be like kind of healing through something in order to get to this King of Pentacles energy. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Emperor. Okay. Nine of Swords and the High Priestess. Nine of Swords tells me that somewhere along the way you're kind of stuck in your head, but you're trying to trust yourself to keep going. And maybe you're giving a little bit at a time and learning how to be this King of Swords energy, like be decisive, make those decisions. And then you got the Three of Wands behind that. It's like checking out other possibilities, maybe connecting with other people, like getting out there, waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like that's a really good energy, but you have to like trust yourself in order for everything to kind of work itself out with that Nine of Swords, High Priestess energy. All right, we have the Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups with the Emperor. I really like that spark, that creative idea, the aha moment on how to be stable, whether you're trying to be financially stable or stable within a relationship. It's definitely worth the fight and the effort. It's definitely a lot of Five of Cups is like that energy of regret. Like I have these three cups here, but I'm not willing to turn around to see what's behind me type of energy. And it's kind of something you're stuck in with the Emperor. The Emperor is always a very stubborn energy to me. He does know how to get what he wants, but he also knows how to hold that line, so to speak. So it's definitely, I feel like, just kind of like it's an uphill battle, you know? Definitely pushing forward, something willing to fight for, but you have to get through all of that to get through it. The remorse, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas type energy. And it could just be like past emotions, past relationships, past this, like getting past all that negativity with that Five of Cups. And with the Emperor, I feel like, you know, maybe you've also decided in your brain that I'm going to keep moving because what I'm focused on is that Nine of Cups right there, with that Six of Cups. And this might be like happiness with somebody from the past. It might just be like a childlike type of innocence. Could be dealing with a kid. But I definitely like the outcome being Cups. And it might just be a work through of like your inner emotions and how to get yourself there. All right. Tell me about these cups. The Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. The Strength in reverse. I don't like that. I'm going to leave it where it lays. All right. All right. We have the King of Pentacles. Again, I love that. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I also love that. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Hermit and the Eight of Swords on the bottom. I feel like this is you taking some time out to figure out like what's really going on with your head. Like really figuring out the anxiety of a situation. You have a lot of pentacles, you have a lot of wands, a lot of cups. It could really just, however your situation is playing out for you. But it's definitely taking a step back and really figuring out, like, why am I so caught up in my head about something? You know, I want to grow and build, but maybe something has to end in order to do so. You know, there might be some conflict behind it, maybe some scattered messages, but I feel like you're picking up some insights, you know. So the Strength landed on the Devil and it landed in reverse. So that tells me right now that you're not focusing on your inner strength at the moment. Maybe you're just kind of in a in and out type of energy. But I feel like once you start to flip over the Strength, this energy starts to move. Your outcome does look good. So we have that King of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles and we have a Knight of Pentacles. On the plus side, I feel like your money looks really good right now. So once you learn how to deal with the past issues, once you learn how to deal with that, sometimes you show it a little love and you'd be really surprised what it turns out to be. It kind of opens something up and allows you to start reaching the Nine of Cups energies, those wish fulfillments. It definitely puts you in a motion of being grounded, stable, secure, very abundant in your life. And it allows you to start watering the garden, so to speak, with that Seven of Pentacles, you know? And it's definitely something that is a slow and a very steady growth with that Knight of Pentacles here. But I really like it for you. I feel like this is kind of like the journey back to yourself. And I really like it. So I don't like the strength in reverse, guys. We got to work on that. All right. Let's get you a spirit message. All right. What do the spirits have for Scorpios right now? All right. On the bottom, we have ancestral wisdom. It says, we are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask that you, at this point in time, to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy and we will keep on helping you as you continue to evolve in the spirit world. So that's that mental portion too. Knowing that you're loved, you're cherished, and that's part of that. All right, we have caregiver. We are with you, and spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives. Just as you receive care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus all of their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-beings in the process. So maybe you should give yourself a little bit of love. We're going to put that on the strength. All right. And we have find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and so stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when's the last time I checked in with myself? That's your Hermit and your Eight of Swords energy here. All right. So definitely need to give yourself a little bit of love. Definitely trying to figure out how to get grounded at this moment. Feel like you have a lot going on in your head and kind of not balancing out those emotions at the moment. All right. That's why I feel like nature's grounding. Like it really does help. Going on a walk, a hike, sitting outside, running your bare feet through the grass. Oh, that sounds so good right now. All right. What do we have for Scorpios? All right. One step forward, one step onward. Keep moving. Okay. Your effortless effort is fully required. That's also a moving part. You know, that's being in the flow, especially with all these cups out here. Allowing yourself to flow through the emotions. Acknowledge them, embrace them, learn from them. Say yes to your open door. The world is full of possibilities. I love that. So 22 and 39 and 12. We get. Okay. All right. Let's see what the, I don't know what this is called, Dreamy Home Fortune Reading has to say for you guys. I feel like it's really good. It's kind of just a journey through your own path, like the mix of emotions, the overall thoughts you have going on, getting out, getting grounded. All right. Anything else? All right. On the bottom, we have pot, pet, pet. I can't read today. Sorry, guys. Little puppy. He's so cute. Loyalty, companionship, purity. True loyalty is by your side. Don't expect too much from others. Okay. And that's let your animals be your guide. What do we have going on here? All right. We have fireplace. Renewal, insight, warmth. To embrace a new start, let old doubts rest in the quiet glow. Greenhouse. Growth rewards stability. The seed you sowed will bloom in lasting achievements. Stairs. Focus and presence, one step at a time. Distractions is the enemy of ascent. And made. Assist, care, support, and share. A kind soul will soon arrive to ease your daily burdens. And I feel like this is what's telling you is, you know, the companionship that you want to show maybe needs to be also to yourself. It gives you a little bit of insight and some stability, but you have to be present in that moment and allow yourself to be assisted or even supported at times. So I really love that for you guys. Definitely, I feel like this is kind of like a healing journey, one baby step at a time. All right, Scorpios, that's what I have for you. All right. Thank you guys and have a blessed day.